What's going on, guys? Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this, we'll be going over the news for the brand new treasure mode that's coming out next month, which we don't know what it is, but you know, who knows, it could be something else. We're also going to go over the Franky Sanji Sugo-Fest and what's going on there, and we're going to go over some way to get free gems on Global. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And the first bit of news we're going to be going over today is going to be the brand new Franky and Sanji Sugo-Fest. The first thing about the Sugo-Fest is it actually looks okay if you want one of those units. Okay, so similarly to the Enel and German 66 squad, as well as V1 Sanji and Legend Franky, you're going to get the super evolutions where you can get the crystals and skulls. Sorry, not crystals. They're skulls from the special island. And there's going to be 3 difficulties. There's going to be Expert, Master, and Ultimate. So obviously, if your account is like not that great right now and you're like really starting to grind up, do the 30 stamina. If you're pretty well off, but you're not like confident in doing the 60 stamina, 40 stamina is fine for you. And of course, if you're an Indian player, 60 stamina is where you go. So looking at the Sugo-Fest itself, for just pulling the units, if you don't have V1 Sanji or Legend Franky, this is what is going on for this upcoming Sugo-Fest starting tomorrow, I believe. The first multiple is, of course, 30 gems. The second multiple is 40 gems. And the third is going to be, of course, a guaranteed legend. The 5th, 7th, and 9th multiple, however, is really kind of interesting. So you're getting a guaranteed Franky or Sanji on the 5th, 7th, and 9th multiple. Which, to be honest, if I was just pulling for them, that's not terrible. I mean, I don't know why you would ever do 9 multis or 7 multis or something like that for those units, but 5 multis for a guaranteed Sanji or Franky, if the 6+ is really good, it's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting. Guaranteed legend is kind of weird. I would be down for this if this was like a thing for like newer legends, but obviously that's not going to be the case because Bane would lose a ton of money. But that's interesting. That's interesting. The 11th and 12th multiple are going to be a guaranteed boosted legend. So we're getting guaranteed legends on 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 12, which is a lot more. Which is a lot more. And then every other multi, of course, is guaranteed gold in the last poster. Don't really worry about the pulls in between. Okay, so the boosted legends for the Sugo-Fest are going to be V1 Sanji and Franky, V2 Akainu, Whitebeard Marco, V2 Shanks, Robin, V2 Boa, Luffy Ace, and Hody. Now, I already have Franky and Sanji, so I don't know why I would pull on the Sugo-Fest, but that's interesting. The boosted rare recruit's going to be Watatsumi, Aladdin, Smoothie. That right there. I mean, 3 rare recruits I need, but like the boosted pool is really big. Then there's Peckham's Pudding, Zeph, Chobro, Brand New, Sengoku, Quick. Then there's Senor Pink, Beiju, TS Franky, TS Sanji, Strongwell Franky, Strongwell Sanji, 3-day 2-way Franky, and 3-day 2-way Sanji. So just know you're going to get a lot of Frankies and Sanjis here that are not the legends while you're doing the pulls. Overall, there's no boosted legend rates, and there's nothing special about the Sugo-Fest besides the guaranteed Franky and Sanji. Of course, if you're missing both and you really want to go for this, obviously that would be an interesting call. I would really like to see if anybody's actually going to do pulls here, because I already have Franky and Sanji, but if you're missing both of them, that would be an interesting thing to see. Somebody going for the 5 multis, maybe even 7. To be honest, Franky and Sanji right now are not that good, but until we get more information on the new legends, I would say 100% hold off on the Sugo-Fest. This is not something you really need to pull for unless the 6+ evolutions are insane. So we haven't got any information on what the 6+ evolutions are, but we do know that the Sugo-Fest is live and you can maybe get something good. Who knows? And the next thing we're going to be going over is going to be the new treasure mode silhouette. Everybody's got a lot of guesses here. Now, from what I'm seeing here is that on the Reddit, the #1 voted thing, of course, is Pika. I kind of see it. They're saying because there's spikes on the shoulders. I really don't. I see the one spike on that very high point on the shoulder where it's like way up here, like, but well, I guess it would be like on this shoulder. I'm sorry, like on when he's leaning back. But there also seems to be something in his hand, and then in the background there's a lot of slash marks. And I'm really not seeing that to be Pika because of all the stuff in the background. But it could be, you know. I'm not gonna say it's not. It could also, that could also just be an impact point for like a slash, you know? So my thought is some kind of slasher here. I don't think it's gonna, if it is Pika, obviously that's great. That's easy done. But there could be something else. Some other people thinking Duval. Some other people thinking some other characters like Cracker. Obviously, probably not Cracker, to be honest. I really don't know what it could be, but someone also put Blackbeard because of the painting in the back. There was supposed to be an explosion when he's cracking the screen in the back. It doesn't really look like a crack to me, but I guess it could be. I understand the thought process there. Obviously, it can't be Whitebeard. But like a time skip Blackbeard would be kind of cool there. So who knows what it could be? I don't. Some people think we're gonna a dual unit. I really don't think it's gonna be a dual unit. I think it's just gonna be one. But there's not a whole lot of like good stuff here. The only other person that put something that was possible was Duval, and I'm not seeing Duval. Pika probably the best choice, but otherwise I would say some kind of slasher, but I can't actually tell who it is, and I don't know who like puts their hand out like that, and it does seem like it's a full open hand on the right hand, or I guess it would be left hand, and it looks like to me it looks like there's a sword over the shoulder. Obviously, I hope it's not like Whitebeard version 2, but I don't think it's gonna be that. There's also like in the bottom left-hand corner, there appears to be some kind of like circle. If you can kind of see it, I don't think that's a picture of the fingers because that would make less sense because there's also a hand coming out front. But I don't think there's any 3 or 4-handed people that you can think of. Maybe instead it's a fishman, and like it has multiple arms, and it's actually just showing like one arm at the bottom, one arm at the top. And it's like the swordsman fishman. What was his name? Hyozo. But I don't think it's gonna be Hyozo because there's no tentacles or anything like that. But it does seem here there's be legs. So I am kind of confused on exactly what it could be. But there are a lot of options. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about what you think it would be. And then in quickie global news, just to go over it really quickly, there is going to be a user questionnaire apparently for you guys to get 5 free rainbow gems. So make sure that you guys click on this, go to the read more section, go through, get your 5 gems, and then bounce out. Pretty easy to get 5 gems, so don't skip out. All right, guys, my name's Sekapoko. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.